Welcome to my garage, everyone. I picked up this metal box that someone had put out for the trash, and it's full of some old cassette tapes. So I think the box can be fixed up, hopefully. Let's see what's in it and see if we can fix it up. I think I have a use in mind for this box if we can make it look halfway decent. So here we go. I picked up this metal box. It was laying beside the road, just put out for anybody who wanted it. And if you watch my channel, you know I like boxes. And this is a metal box. It's got handles on both sides. It's got a lock and a little latch here, made by Buddy Products, Chicago, Illinois. Very nice inside. And look what's inside. A whole bunch of cassette tapes. Some pretty good ones in there. John Fogerty and Willie Nelson, Toby Keith, Kansas, Billy Ray Cyrus. There's a Boots Randolph in there, and let's see, Vince Gill. Anyway, I don't much listen to cassette tapes anymore, but my oldest granddaughter has already claimed these. She likes some of the older technology, and which is, I think, unusual in a young person, but she wants them, and she's gonna get them. So anyway, I think the box needs some Kleenex. Yeah, it needs some Kleenex, and it needs some cleanup too. That rust might come off of there. Maybe we could get away without painting this thing. I hope. So, magnetic stickers can go. And I think we'll have a nice little box. So, let's see what we can do with it. Okay, I have boxed up the cassette tapes for my granddaughter, oldest granddaughter. First, next time I see her. There's a little bit of rust there. I think I can get that out. We'll see. At this point, I don't plan to repaint this thing. That could change if I have trouble with all this rust. First thing we're going to do is get rid of all the stickers. And the Velcro. Might have to use a little bit of heat on that one because it's stuck on there. So let me work on that. I have good news and I have bad news. First, the good news. This is not too bad. That will mostly come off. The sides are not too bad at all. We can deal with that. Inside looks pretty good, except for a few rust spots. We can deal with that. Same for the back. You can deal with the spider webs. Put a little bit of rust. Now, for the bad news. The bottom. Not looking good. However, it's not rusted through. So I think we can clean it up enough to do a repaint job on it. So let the cleaning begin. Been using some of this stuff. It works pretty good. This stuff's been working for about, I don't know, 45 minutes or so. I missed a spot there. I'm going to let that stuff work a little longer, and then I'm going to scrape it off with steel wool. That gets most of it. I'm going to use some paint stripper and do some sanding on it, and probably wind up taking all the paint and rust off of it one way or the other. I've been using some citrus strip to remove the paint on this thing. My plan is to get as much of the stuff, paint and rust off of it as I can before I start sanding. So I'm going to let that cook for a while, and it comes off pretty good. I've already done this area right up here. I like citrus strip because you can use it inside. The smell is not objectionable, and it says no harsh fumes, no methylene chloride or NMP, and it works. I've been using this stuff for a couple of years, several years now actually, and I like it. So let that do its thing for a while, and then I'll see if I can get the rest of the paint off. Okay, here's a tip for you guys. If you're putting some stripper on a piece of metal and you're not going to be around to watch it, you can cover it with a piece of plastic or wrap of some kind. I'm using a cut up plastic bag. And that way you can leave it on. I've even left them on overnight like this. And it'll keep the stripper moist and working. So that's been on there about, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours probably. So I'm not trying to completely strip this. I'm just trying to get all the paint off of it that I can. So when it's time to start sanding, there won't be so much work to do. I got to tell you guys, this is one of the strangest finishes on a box I guess I've ever seen. At first I thought it was crinkle paint, but it's not. It's the metal itself that's got this kind of weird, crazed finish to it. It's very interesting. How did they do that? Have you guys ever seen that before? I hope that's focusing. It's not smooth, and it's not the paint. It's the metal itself. Very interesting. I'm going to go over this again with some rust dissolver. See if I can get rid of some of the rust. But I think it's just we're just gonna have to do a lot of sanding. And I'm not sure what's going to happen with this kind of crackle finish of the metal once we start sanding. It's a pretty cool effect, actually. I'd hate to lose it. I bet what I'll have to do is use the sander lightly. So one of the sides is really bad with rust. And then use some rust neutralizer, because I don't think I can grind it all off without completely losing this textured finish. And I don't want to try to fill it all. So I don't know. It's going to be kind of a judgment call, I guess, as we go. It's not going to be perfect, of course, but anyway, this is interesting. I've never seen a finish like that. Let me know if you guys have seen anything like that before. Maybe I've just led a sheltered life. I don't know. As you can see, I have removed the hardware, and it's really not in that bad a shape. So I think these will clean up rather nicely. Now, it may not look like it, but this represents a lot of sanding, derusting, rust neutralizing, I know it looks really bad right now, but I think it's ready for a coat of filler primer. Looks pretty rough, especially the bottom. I know that looks awful, but it's not as bad as it looks. It's not rusted through. I either removed or neutralized a lot of that rust. And so I'm going to put at least one, maybe 2 coats of filler primer on this thing and wet sand in between, and hopefully can get it looking halfway decent. Now the inside, I'm not going to use the filler primer on. I'm going to go straight with the I have some combination filler and combination primer and paint in a I think it's called machinery gray, if I'm not mistaken. Hang on, I'll look. It's called machinery gray. That's what I'm going to go with on the inside here. Might hit that with some filler primer first, that part of it. And then the outside will be probably 2 coats of primer and a couple of coats of machinery gray, wet sanding in between. So that is the plan at this point. The box, after 2 coats of filler primer and a coat of color, I used the machinery gray. Cleaned the hardware up a little bit, put new rivets in. Looks some better. It's still got that kind of crackle type finish, which I've grown to like. I like it. Oops. I think it looks pretty cool. So, at this point, what I'm going to do is put some poly underlayment. Here I've found that keeps the liner from sticking to the paint. And cut a little piece of carpet. And I think it's ready for use now. Almost. There's one more little finishing touch. This is a Powercraft, Ward's Powercraft tool chest, and it doesn't know it yet. But now it does. I think this box is going to be an excellent storage container for these awesome Powercraft tools that were sent to me. Mike from California sent me this beautiful drill, Powercraft drill, that I did in another video. I'll try to remember to put a link to that one in the description. And then Matt at Matt's 1791 Garage sent me this awesome Powercraft jigsaw. Beautiful thing. Both of these tools are just beautiful, I think. So I think this box is going to work just fine for that. I hope you stuck with me through the cleanup and repaint of that metal box, and I think it's going to prove useful around here. So with that, I'll say thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and we will see you next time. Bye now.